What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you are watching this. The Memphis Grizzlies, man, they're finally somewhat healthy. The regular season just started, but it's good to see Morant back. It's good to see Jaren Jackson Jr. back. It's good to see some of these guys back. And this team that was a perennial playoff team the last couple of years before last season, before all these injuries smashed them, it's good to see them back in action. I think Morant's one of the most awesome players that you can watch for basketball. And I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is one of the best defensive big men in the entire world. Marcus Smart's amazing. There's some good things, and I'm glad that this team is playing well to start the season. I think they're up by like 20 right now on a very good Orlando Magic team. We're only a couple of games in, so there's a lot that can happen. But it's kind of nice seeing Morant back game one. It's Jaren Jackson Jr. back. They're still without three probably rotation depth pieces, and Luke Kennard. Gigi Jackson probably won't be back until January. And then John Conchar is also out, but he's probably back in like a week. Vince Williams is out, but I think he's coming back in like a week. So they're really missing like a lot of depth. And they're still playing really well to start the season. I think Scottie Pippen Jr. actually been really surprising, averaging I think like 9 or 10 points and probably 5 or 6 assists. If they get that kind of production out of somebody like him as a backup guard off the bench, that's going to be very helpful in the Morant-less minutes. That stuff is nice, and I didn't expect to see it coming. But it's good to see someone like that, like saying, "Hey, coach, like I can play even when these guys come back. You should still give me opportunity, or at least look at me for opportunities." And I think you can go to the coach and Taylor Jenkins, and he's always been super, super solid. He's going to know how to get the most out of his guys. Love his coaching style. Players buy in. He knows what he's doing. And I just feel like this is a year for the Grizzlies to basically say, y'all forgot about us because we were all injured last season. And this is a year for them to make a statement that, yes, we are still one of the best teams in the West as long as we're healthy. Like I said, they're somewhat healthy. They're missing like 4 rotation guys, but they're getting good production from all the other guys coming in, like Scottie Pippen Jr. And there's others, too, that have really played valuable minutes to start the first few games of the season. But, I feel confident in them. As long as Ja and Jaren are healthy, they're going to be able to make life hard for a lot of teams. And the thing that is really, it's sad, but it's true. You can win a lot of regular season basketball games just by trying hard. Just by playing harder than the other team. Like, you could be like a 500 team if you have enough talent, but it also tries really hard. If they're like decent talent and they really work their tail off, they're going to win probably 50% of the games. Now, they're a team that has a lot of talent and is very gritty and definitely will put out the effort on a night in, night out basis. So I'm really confident to see that this could be a team that jumps into that top 5 seeding somewhere and is a nightmare because they're loud. They're always going to be that way, but they're also electric. Desmond Bane's amazing. Morant, amazing. Jaren Jackson Jr., amazing. Zach Edey is going to slowly figure his way into the NBA mold. Like it's, anybody that comes from college to the NBA doesn't usually just translate like that unless they're like a top 3 pick. So I think they've got a lot to look forward to. You're missing 4 depth, probably 15-minute-a-night guys at the minimum. And like, put it this way, Gigi Jackson was awesome as a rookie last year. He put on a show quite a bit. Vince Williams was one of the best defensive perimeter players in the league last year. He was also really good at rebounding, really good at passing the ball. Once he gets back in a week or two, that's going to be another piece just to say, hey, take some pressure off, make some plays. And then, Conchar is going to rebound. He's going to space the floor a little bit. I think what we've seen out of Santi Aldama through the first few games, I knew he was a good player, but he's playing really well to start the year. And if they get all these pieces into the fold and playing well, that is a team that is 11 or 12 deep and has some star power, also has a higher draft pick in Edey that is playing decent and is only going to get better. It's not Steven Adams, but there's a lot to be hopeful for Edey at least. And I like the roster makeup. I like that they have a team of guys that are like Swiss Army knives that can all do a lot of everything. Marcus Smart is playing like the small forward position for them, essentially, because Ja and Bane are the two guards, and Smart is so good at what he does that he can play up a size. That's just reiterates my point that they have these Swiss Army knives that can all do a lot of everything. And at that point, you could, as a coach like Taylor Jenkins, you can kind of just mix and match and see what works. And you got 82 games to do it, and you know that the players you're putting out there are pretty solid anyway. You're going to win a lot of games as long as you're healthy, because that's going to be the main thing. If they can get to full strength, that team's going to be a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams. And yes, we are projecting with 79 games left in the season to go for the Memphis Grizzlies on a team that has been banged up the last year or two, to be completely honest. So maybe this is all for nothing. But I truly do think that if they can get everything right and get all the pieces there, that's a team that is going to make a statement this year. And the statement would be, hey, you forgot about us. You wrote us off. Everybody wanted to trash us because of the Ja Morant off-the-court stuff from a while back. And blah, 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 blah. We talk a lot of trash. Everybody wanted to see us fail. I was not one of those people, even though I'm a Lakers fan, and their last playoff run was against the Lakers, and I thought that series was amazing because of the jawing and the dynamic was fun. That's my thing. The NBA needs a villain. You need a villain. You can't just have a bunch of happy-go-lucky teams, because then when somebody loses, it doesn't mean something. A lot of times, at least. The Grizzlies can be that villain. They can be that team that is just gritty. Everybody that's not a Grizzlies fan could hate and want to see fail. And that's great for the NBA, because they have enough talent to where they're going to not fail more than they will. So they're a good team. I think they're going to be a good team. Stay healthy. Have a healthy rest of the season, and you're going to go games without Morant. He's going to miss some games. That's what he's done every single season of his career. Probably going to miss some games for Marcus Smart. You're going to mix and match the lineups, but when you have 10, 11, 12 really good players that are all Swiss Army knives and can play different positions, I think you'll be okay. And I like the roster construction, how they built this. This is a team that is going to be one to be reckoned with throughout the rest of the season, and I can't wait to watch it. That's going to be one of my League Pass teams that I'm watching more and more and more of. And it's Ja Morant. It's playing basketball you have to watch. You're going to get a highlight every single night. Somebody's getting dunked on once a week. That's the cool stuff that I really like to watch with the Grizzlies. And I just think they should go. I don't even know if they really should be the NBA's villain, because no Dylan Brooks, and he was a big reason for that. But they could be that team that is still kind of like that. And I just want to see how they do the rest of the season. But anyway, how are you feeling about the Grizzlies? What do you think they're going to be like for the rest of the season? I'm feeling really, really good about them. I think they have enough talent to make it happen. I think that there's a lot of good things going on in Memphis for their fan base to think like, okay, this year we can bounce back, get back into the playoffs, make some noise. And once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen in those 7 games. It's up for grabs. And they're a team with the Thunder, with the Timberwolves, and some others that are going to be a problem. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please like the video. This is kind of just a hype video for the Grizzlies. I liked what I've seen from them to start the first 3 games of the season, and I think that it's only going to get better as the core rotation players come back into the fold and things start to mesh a little bit more. Continuity builds again. I think they're set up for success this year. But thanks for watching. I'm done. Peace.